Welcome guys. Sorry, I'm a little late today. I know I said 12, but yeah, I had a pretty late night last night. Um, what with work and trying to get back to sleep and whatnot. But anyway, uh, welcome to the stream. I'm Urbana Pilot, and today we're playing Sonic the Fighters as a part, or as a way to start off the uh, Friday gaming and whatnot. So, for those of you who haven't already got the memo, uh, Wednesdays are going to be dedicated to marathons and complete game playthroughs and whatnot. Fridays, however, are going to be dedicated to simpler games that I may or may not beat, but it's mostly just for fun and just to relax and whatnot. Now with this game, I I don't know about the whole relaxation part, but this'll be fun. Um, Sorry, just gotta see here. Okay. But anyway, yeah, I'm pretty much just gonna be playing Sonic the Fighters today. No extra games after that or whatever. Uh, which I kind of figured was gonna happen. Um, Hopefully next week I'll be more on time. Thursday nights are when I work at night, so unfortunately I didn't get a whole lot of sleep last night and ended up waking up around 1 o'clock. And I thought, maybe I won't do the stream tonight or stream today, or maybe I'll just put it off till Monday or something. But then I was like, you know what? Sonic the Fighters is a pretty quick game. I was originally going to play something on the NES, or I don't know, something that I have just lying around. But this is a pretty quick game. I'll keep it on normal. I don't think I beat it on normal last time, but we'll see. I'm not much of a fighting game kind of guy, but I do try, so. Anywho, for those of you who don't know what this game is, it's pretty much just a, I almost said a fighter's Sonic game. It's basically just a Sonic tournament fighter. Pretty straightforward, not a whole lot going on here. Gotta love those models. This originally came out as an arcade game. I believe it was Japanese exclusive, but I wouldn't know off the top of my head. Needless to say, though, it's pretty neat. Supposedly, it's on the same engine as another Sega game called Fighting Vipers, which I should be getting for the Saturn quite soon. This is the only port of the game. Well, you can get it on PS3, PS4, I believe, and then Xbox 360 and One. And I think you can get it on Steam too. But as you can see right here, from the demonstration, it's a pretty mediocre fighting game, but I enjoy it. It actually looks like a lot of fun. And look at all these characters you can choose from. For this playthrough, I'm probably just gonna stick with Sonic. But basically, very basic game. Newbies can definitely get into this. And with the controller style, it takes a little getting used to, but for the most part, you're just mashing buttons, especially in the single player. Heck, I might actually get a perfect score here. Yep. But yeah, there's not a whole lot to say about this. It's, like I said, it's pretty self-explanatory. You've got your moves and stuff, and that right there is basically your block. You only get that 5 times though, as you can see in the bottom corners. Barriers are basically your shield. And as for like combos and stuff, there's combos, but ultimately, if you just repeatedly push the X button, you're gonna do fine. Now, some of them, it will get harder as you go on. Once you get past that barrier, though, it pretty much wins. There's a way to grab them. When they're on the ground, you can just, like, dive onto them or whatever. It's... Think of it kind of like Virtua Fighter. Pretty basic for a fighting game. No, like, big special attacks. Well, actually, there are some special attacks, but they're not anything to go crazy over. If you've played Tekken or Soul Calibur, then, you know, Virtua Fighter and this game should be very, very familiar. Basically, just beat the snot out of them, and if you manage to break one of the barriers on the side of the screen, or the map, you can knock him out of the square. This guy's a little hard. Yeah, that move that he does is terrible. Ooh, and he's really good at blocking too. Now maybe making this look easy, but believe it or not, this game is really easy. And he just made me small there. Ouch. Oh, he's actually gonna get me this time. Whew. That was scary. It's kind of weird though, because he's like the only guy that really gives me trouble on my way to the boss, or to the final boss. Everyone else is kind of standard. And all these characters are from Sonic games. There's only one in this game that actually isn't from Sonic, and it's more of a cameo character to the... Oh, he actually got me. To the original series, or to the game that this is based off of, which is Fighting Viper. I'll show her off when we get there, but for now, I need to focus. This guy's whooping me. Like, you'll notice that some of those mushrooms, they disappear as you bump the character into them. I think you can knock him out of the stage. Oof. You would think they'd add better combos to this, like a 3-punch and then a kick. Or make it easier to transition into kicking. And there's a way to grab him, I just forgot how to do it. And you may notice I'm not really using the barrier all that much. Barrier is cool, but it's not necessary. Until you get to Metal Sonic, then, yeah. And, yeah, spoilers. Metal Sonic is pretty much the final boss. I mean, there's Eggman, or Dr. Robotnik, as most people know him, but, you know, he's not that difficult. Ooh. Tails here will do that same move over and over. Basically, the grabbing move for all the characters is their is like the go-to move, and it does a lot of damage every time. So, from the Wikipedia article that I saw about this, they said that this game was catered specifically to people that were wanting something easier to play with their kids or whatever. I don't know about you, but I think it's pretty bizarre seeing little mascots like these fight each other. So here we're going to use the barrier because this guy's a little different. He can actually shoot at you. Fortunately, they're only dorks. And he is whooping me. Oof. Oh. Ah, didn't activate my shield with that. Now, fortunately, with Sonic, you can do that spin attack, and I think it works as a block too. I'm not entirely sure. He's giving me the run for my money here. Okay, got him. As long as you can get that spin in while he's shooting, he's pretty easy to take care of. I love how I just steamrolled him. But anyway, this isn't like a great game, but I would definitely say it's a hidden gem as far as Sega goes. Oof. Alright. This is one of those stages where you can... Wow. Where you can easily knock him out of the map. And I don't mean to be cheap as far as fighting games go, but I don't know. 1, 2, 3 punch, or the 4 punch is pretty much my go-to method of dealing with these guys. Now, when it comes to Metal Sonic, that's a little more complicated. Ouch. He's out of there. And now we go against ourselves, which isn't really that much of a challenge to begin with, so. Oof. So he does that. I picked this game up like, I want to say 2 weeks ago, and I played it for a little while. It doesn't have a whole lot of replay value. I mean, I'm sure it's better with friends, provided you got friends to play with anyway. I've got friends to play. They prefer other cooler games like Fortnite. Or Space Engineers or whatever. Nah, just... I don't really have I don't have anybody that's like super into old school games or whatever. Which is fine, you know, everybody's got their preference. Anyway, with that, wow, you got up really quick. With that, we are on to our last, well, the only major challenge in this game, which is Metal Sonic. On the death egg, nonetheless. I'm not promising anything. I probably won't win this, especially if he keeps doing that, because this guy is tough. However, there are unlimited continues here, so I'm not too concerned. And as long as you can get his barrier down, he's not terrible. Oh, he got me though. Well, this is a fun time waster if you're ever looking for like just a quick game to try out. And it's not very much either. I think it's only like $5 right now. Might be 15, but definitely worth the amount of money you pay for it. Oh, am I gonna get him? Nope, he got me. That's okay. I got plenty of time. As you can see, there's special tips that'll show you some combos. I don't really care too much about them though, because this guy doesn't give you a whole lot of time to mess with them. as you can see. Yeah. And that grabbing move right there is terrible. He always gets you with that last one. I don't know how he does it. Ah. Might take me a while to beat this guy. I'm definitely gonna beat him. But yeah, just bear in mind, it might be a while. Now I always stick to punches when I'm fighting them because it seems to take out their barrier a lot quicker. Ah, I got him. And like I said, as soon as you take out their barrier, they're pretty much mincemeat. Dang. It's always those finishing ones, and they take so long to get up. But then again, that's how it is in a lot of fighting games. Ah, he always gets you with that. And that grab move. Oh, whatever. It's all good. We got this. Ah, I keep forgetting to block. I had this down to a pattern the first time I played this. It still took me a while, but it's not hard once you get the pattern down. I don't know what it is, but he has a really hard time blocking the full-on clap move or whatever. I don't know how he's able to do that. Oh, he got me. It's always that grabbing move. I can already tell that music, or that intro music's gonna get really boring really fast. Oh, come on, we can get one more hit on him. Oh, got us with the kick. Well, he did something different that time. That's cool. Kinda, not really. Sometimes he can get a little cheap on you too. I don't know if that was just me that night, or if it was some bug or whatever, but he, that was one match where he literally just grabbed me the entire time. It was rough. Oh, this is the final round too. Can we get him? Oh, oh yeah, we got him. Cool. So, with all the Chaos Emeralds, which is way more than normal, now we gotta escape the Death Egg. It's only a few seconds to last. But, before that, we gotta fight off Dr. Robotnik, which is painfully easy as Supersonic, so just beat the snot out of him. This is pretty much a thank you letter for playing the game. Not too complicated, only one round, and you can just spam that punch button as much as you want. Ugh, I don't know why, but I really love those graphics. They're so simple. Oh, and this will go over like all the fights that you did. And these are your actual fights. They're not demos or anything. They're all the finishes. Which, as you can see, is pretty much just me spamming the roll move and the punch move. Love that finishing move right there. That was really nice. Alright, well, let's go ahead and enter our name. Or, I guess, our initials. Huh, took me longer than the last time. That's okay. But yeah, that's Sonic the Fighters. Let me go ahead and show off that extra character there, though. If you push start over Amy, it'll actually give you a bonus character called Honey the Cat. Honey was originally a human character from Fighting Viper. She's cool. She's got an uppercut move, unlike most of these guys. Well, I'm pretty sure Knuckles probably has one too. But she's neat. She's, like I said, she's a human character, humanoid in Fighting Viper, with everyone in that game. But, I think the character model for her in this game is alright. She plays alright too. I think she's a little bit harder to pull off moves with than Sonic, but that's okay. You would think you'd be able to juggle people with that uppercut, but you can't. Guess it's not Smash Bros. Kick him with those high heels. Ooh, Amy's got a grudge against us. Okay, so apparently that uppercut move is really good at getting rid of those barriers. I wonder how she does against Metal Sonic. But again, she is kind of a glass cannon, I guess. Oh, I knocked her out of the map. That's cool. I thought you had to, like, take out the side walls or whatever. Trying to mess around with the button combos. I know technically if I wanted to, I could just take a look at the map, or the command list. And it'll show you, like, all the different kinds of moves you can do. Which there are quite a few. I mean, not as much as Mortal Kombat or whatever, but it's a neat little feature. You can play as Dr. Eggman? I didn't even know that. That's cool. And Metal Sonic. Wow. Huh, I'm gonna have to look into how I can unlock those. 'Cause I, for one, am a bit of a completionist. I love unlocking different characters. Especially for multiplayer purposes. Just makes the game go faster. Or makes the multiplayer games go so much better. Alright, we're gonna try and spam that uppercut on him. Ouch! Oh, he got us. Oh well. I don't intend to beat this, but I do kinda wanna see where this goes. Ooh, ouch. Well, he made short work of us. But that's okay. Man, I am really curious to know how you unlock those characters. Hold on a sec. I want to see if I can pull up something. I'm really surprised they didn't make a port of this for like the Sega Saturn or whatever. It definitely has the graphics for it. Even then, they could have made it for like the Dreamcast too. Would have been great. So let's see here. Game secrets. Hidden music, hidden characters. Huh, alright, well. Oh, I see now. Or, I don't know, that's weird. There. Let me take a look here. Sorry, I don't mean to, like, ignore the gameplay and stuff, but, I am kind of curious how you can play as these guys. Oh, okay, so, if you press start on Bean, he'll change into Eggman. In online versus, though. Or offline versus. And then with Middle Sonic, you just go to Sonic. So, let's take a look at that real quick. Well, I guess we gotta go back to, Or no, wait. We should be able to do it here. I think. Oh, okay. Let's go back to... here. And I guess we'll just take a look here. That's so weird, though. I think that, well, I guess I can't really show that off. Oh, well. I'll probably show that off in the future. For now, that was pretty much Sonic the Fighters. It's a pretty fun game. I would say definitely pick it up if you're a Sonic fan. Fighting fans may like it. I will say this, though. If I could beat it, then I definitely know it's like a really easy game. Because when it comes to games like Mortal Kombat and even Street Fighter, I don't think I've ever beaten a Street Fighter game. And as far as Mortal Kombat goes, if you lower the difficulty for me, yeah, I could totally win. But apart from that, I'm not too great at fighting games. I think no, I'm pretty bad at fighting games. But this one's a good one, especially if you have like kids or something that are looking to get into the fighting genre. I would say start off with something simple like this. There's no like over the top violence and gore or whatever. It's pretty straightforward, nothing too crazy. No fan service, that's for sure. It's just a bunch of Sonic characters beating the snot out of each other. Very fun. And if you're an achievement hunter, ooh. All in all, I'd say it's relatively harmless. Pretty smooth gameplay. Very fun. And again, I'm really surprised that this game was not on the Sega Saturn or anything like that. You would think that with those kinds of graphics and just the way the Saturn handles games, especially games like Sonic R. I mean, we've already seen 3D Sonic on the Saturn, and this just seems like it would have worked perfectly, especially with games like Virtua Fighter. Now, granted, we probably wouldn't have gotten the same frame rate as we did on here, but just having that port in general would have been cool. And on the Dreamcast, even there, that would have been pretty neat too. But Dreamcast had enough Sega or Sonic 3D titles, and Saturn, well, it had one technically. I mean, 3D Blast was alright. And then if you're counting, or if you really want to get technical with it, Sonic Jam was a pretty decent 3D attempt at Sonic. You didn't do a whole lot in it, but it was still an attempt nonetheless. But anyway,